following show is a paid program.
The Cam Hill Show. If you'd like to advertise your business or become a sponsor, contact the Cam Hill Show at gmail.com.
How you doing today? I'm so excited today. I have one of my great friends with us on today, Michael Sterling, EP writer, producer, director, and filmmaker. If you want to know about how to bring Hollywood to Houston, this is the guy. Hey, my friend, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Cam?
I'm telling you, every time I call him, he's usually in LA, but with COVID, he's been here hanging out with us. I'm telling you, I've been trying to get him ever since my radio show, now the TV show. Man, I'm so excited for you. How did you get to this point?
Well, most people don't know. Well, some know. I was doing music first. And when I was doing music, you know, budget, you got to have that budget for the videos and stuff like that. So, I mean, I always kind of had a vision to do like videos and movies and stuff, but I thought that was like way over my head. So anyway, I got with a director and he kind of let me co-direct my first video. And I was like, okay, I kind of like this. And so from there, I just, you know, kind of like just had that eye for it and really paying attention to videos and stuff like that more. And I actually shot my first video for someone. Was it Sumo and Lil Flip? I didn't even know what I was doing, to be honest with you. They asked me, could I do a video? I told them, yeah. So I did the video. He liked it. A few other people liked it. So I just kept going with the craft, kept educating myself on the craft. I was like, no, man, I want to do a movie. And so I used to meet like different actors and stuff while I was out doing my music and promoting my music and stuff like that. But I always kept those contacts. Some of them was on MySpace, whatever, but I kept those contacts. And it's just funny because you never know when you run into people in the beginning of your career, how they can impact your career later. So you got to really watch how you treat people.
Right. Now
so
that's the truth.
Yeah. And so I converted over from music to movies and film. I mean, I still, don't get me wrong, I still like music. I'm gonna probably do something later, but I'm really digging the film life. So I got my first start with it probably, I want to say back in '09, somewhere around that time. '09. '09. That's when I first got my camera. Yeah.
Well, the good part about you, what I like, you're so down to earth. I tell you, you can give him a call and he just, hey, what you doing? What you need? But I love the fact that you have started where you are very humbly, and you've always helped others along the way. Anytime I call, it's like, Cam, whatever you need, just let me know. The thing that you have done, though, so humbly, you are a director, producer, EP writer, but you never know that by meeting you. That's not the first thing you say. You just say, hey, I'm Michael. Why so?
Well, I don't know. I'm so into the art. I feel like sometimes you don't just have to walk around with a badge just telling people who you are. I mean,
Right.
You are who you are. It'll come out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't just walk around saying that type stuff. I ain't gonna lie. Most of the time I be zoned out. I don't know why. Everything is like a movie to me. Like if I walk into a restaurant or anywhere, it's just like a cinematic scene to me for some reason. It's an addiction, dude. Like for real. Anybody that's into filmmaking or whatever, they all like a DP, whatever. Anytime you see something lit a certain way or people moving a certain way, you know what I'm saying, your art just start kicking in, and you get to thinking and stuff and start getting creative. Like, dang, I would like to do that in a shot and this and that. Next thing you know, I'm writing that down, thinking of what scene I can put that in that'll match the dialogue in a scene or a script I done wrote.
Wow. The other thing too, it's a lot of, and we talked a little bit about that before. It's a lot of people that have written plays, but now they're ready to go to movies, maybe a short film or maybe a blockbuster film or something like that. But just the transformation of that, what should they do?
Well, the transformation from plays to film, from what I hear, because I never did a play. Last time I seen a play, I think I was in elementary or something. You know what I'm saying? When I was in it, I was really pissed off about being in it. The music teacher put us in it, got us walking around with jingle bells and stuff. Now, but the last time I seen a play was probably elementary. But it is a big difference between, from what I hear, blocking and once you do it, that's it. It's not no go back, cut, take this, take that line. You know what I'm saying? Lines, when they forget their lines, none of that. What you see is what you get. So I think plays is, I got a lot of respect for people who do plays, because that's straight raw talent. Like, you can't go up off in there. You gotta, from what my understanding, you gotta damn near really know the whole script. I mean, with movies, you got some people that know the whole script, but some people, they break it down piece by piece. And they study what they gonna shoot today. And you know, ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, plays, I got a lot of respect for them cats. Because remember, it was plays before movies.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're well known for Harvey that you just did, which is Hurricane Harvey that came here in Houston. And then in 2019, you did the movie. Let's talk about the thought process. How did you start that? What were you thinking when you thought? I mean, of course it happened.
With Harvey?
Yeah, Harvey.
Okay, so Harvey just came about out the blue. So we was shooting my movie Party Bus. That movie was kind of inspired by The Hangover. I was like, man, I want to shoot this movie on 6th Street in Austin. So I wrote it, and then it was also inspired by the first time I ever rode a party bus. And that was a crazy experience. I was like, that's why I say everything is like a movie to me, because it was just so much stuff kept happening. Like every time we pulled up to a club, we was getting kicked out the club. I was like, damn, this was a hell of an experience. So I built a little story behind it. So anyway, within 6 months of being on the party bus, we was in production shooting. And so we was damn near done shooting. I think we only had like 2 or 3 days left, and Harvey hit. I was like, man, so a lot of my crew got displaced because because we were shooting in Austin, and some people had to go back, check on their house. I'm like, man, I'm stuck. My money messed up. I'm gonna have to get everybody back out here. I was pissed off, and so I was just doing roll call, just checking on a lot of my actor friends and stuff. Man, y'all all right? Y'all all right? Yeah, we good. But I'm listening to their stories. Now their stories are starting to turn into movies to me. I'm like, oh shoot. So I just started writing it down. So by the time I forgot, I think Harvey hit on like a weekend. For some reason, storms always come on the weekend. For some reason, I don't know why they always come on the weekend. Before that weekend was over with, I had a full 90-page script, because it wasn't hard. Like I'm hearing these different stories, but what some of the cast members didn't realize was I was actually casting them.
Right.
So I'm listening to it. I was like, it ain't gonna be hard for them to dig deep, because they going through it right now. One of them walking in water. So I'm like, okay, I'm just all for them. I'm just casting them right there, writing all this stuff down. I'm like, damn, how I'm gonna put this together? And then people start hitting me up. Dude, you ought to do a movie on this. You right. I'm already ahead of the game. So I'm doing it, and I'm like, my money is messed up. I'm like, because I was doing Party Bus. My money is messed up, and I'm like, man, how am I gonna get this out there? How am I gonna how I'm gonna talk about this movie, and we getting ready to shoot this movie with all this disaster going on? I got it. I'm gonna post the script. I'm gonna post the script on Facebook, and then it went viral. And then when
Wow.
I did it, all like news channels and stuff started hitting me up. I said, "Yep, I got something. Let's run with it."
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm glad you're doing this story because once these news cameras leave, that's it. They gonna forget about us."
Right. That's how it went.
So yeah, that was some of
Uh-huh.
it.
That's some of it.
that was
We
that was some of it.
mm-hmm. We
When we actually went into production, man, a lot of people started reaching out to me. That was that was crazy
that sounds
because
good.
anybody, yeah, yeah, we
That
was
sounds real
trending.
good. Cool.
Yeah,
Hey
we
guys,
was trending.
we have a clip of it. I believe we got a clip of the video. Harvey.
Can I say something about this clip?
Uh-oh. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so
Wait, hang on, hang on. You want to say something? Come on.
so the two people that's in this clip, you know what? We're gonna give it to them. I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna tell. I want you to watch it first. Then I'm gonna go into it. Go ahead.
Okay,
Go
let's
ahead.
watch it, guys.
I knew this day was getting closer, but I didn't know it was gonna happen like this. Sorry I haven't been here, Mom and Dad, since the funeral, but I couldn't bring myself to come here. I lost y'all and the kids, and that's a lot to bear. I don't ever want to forget you, but remembering you hurts so bad. I know I'll see you again. So I'm not gonna say goodbye now. I just want to tell you,
There you go.
Yeah. So the interesting thing about that clip, those two guys that you see were actually two survivors that was in the van of 6 people that died that went down in the bayou.
Wow.
So the one that had the ponytail,
Mm-hmm.
he was actually one of the survivors that lived. The only reason why he lived is because he bust the window out of the front van and swimmed out. But it was like one of them utility kind of vans. It
Mm-hmm.
was his mother, his father, and a lot and like 4 of the grandkids that they drowned in the van. The van went down in the bayou, and he held on to a tree until the police. I mean, to he was rescued.
Wow.
And but just hearing his story and
Mm-hmm.
like even how he was zoned out on set, it was like I really didn't want to ask him too much. I just kind of let him talk.
Right.
Um, he said he had to watch that van submerged in water, but he could see the top part of it, knowing his family was down there.
Wow.
And I was like, damn. So a lot of people had got mad at us because they were like, man, how you gonna put them in the movie? You know that's hard on them, but they didn't realize they reached out to us. And so they did another interview telling on the news, telling people that no, he not we reached out to him to put us in the story. So my script was done. I actually took some stuff out of my script and wrote them in there and let them be themselves. Uh that
Wow.
so that the grave they went to, remember we started production what 4 months after Harvey.
Uh-huh.
So the grave still had the grass hadn't grew around it yet.
So that was
So
really the real grave.
that was their first time going back to the grave. So this is what happened. We end up going to another cemetery because the cemetery we were supposed to use, they kicked us out. And we were like, okay, but then another cemetery found out about it, which was that one, and they still poured their emotions out right there again. But
Right.
like when we went to the first one, that was their first time going back to the cemetery since that happened.
Wow.
And so that was hard. So I really I really didn't have the words to describe what they was going through. So I said, you know what? Won't you do the voiceover, Rick? That's the one that had on the burgundy shirt. I
Right.
said, Rick, how about you just do the voiceover and just let the people feel what you feeling? And so we put him on the mic. He watered up stuff, and then he let loose, and
Right.
that's what you heard. So I
Wow.
said, you know what? We just gonna make that be the ending of the movie.
Wow. I like
Yeah,
what you did. Everything that you did in the movie, that was Houston?
that was all Houston. Yeah, we shot the whole thing in Houston.
Wow. Wow. The reason I say that, many actors, actresses, as well as filmmakers, directors, as you know, many live here. Many want to do more
Right.
entertainment here. But they keep
Oh yeah.
telling me, from what I understand, is that we still have to leave and go to, Los Angeles, Atlanta, New York, other places, because of incentives that are not here.
Well, this is what I tell people. If you don't have no big budget anyway, the incentives don't even matter to you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's if you got these big budgets, a couple million and stuff like that. But like sometimes I look at that as like excuses to hold you back because if you're gonna shoot something, you're gonna film it,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna film it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when we were shooting Harvey, they treated us like a big budget film. I ain't gonna lie, like people was reaching out to us. That's one of the reasons why I'm out here. So people was reaching out to us in my email, all kind of stuff. The Weather Channel reached out to us to do a they want to do an interview, but remember the Weather Channel, who is that? Byron Allen, who
Mm-hmm.
owns the Weather Channel,
Right.
and he
Mm-hmm.
owns all these other channels. So they like, man, when the movie done, we want it. We want to see it. So I think if you got a good story and it's real, it don't matter where you at, shoot it, get it done, and make it happen. Cause can't nobody tell you like what your stuff gonna do and what it's not gonna do. Cause me being out here, I shot that movie in Houston, but I got people out here talking about, dang, bro, you look like you spent some money on that movie.
Mm-hmm.
So if I got the attention of these people, I know damn well there's other people in Houston can do the same thing. So my thing is don't let nothing hold you back. Like do not let nothing hold you back. Because I know my experience from being on different sets in Houston, we always feel like we not doing it the LA way. We not well, guess what? We not doing it the LA way because they be thinking just if you do a certain type of film or if you do it a certain kind of way, they be feeling like, man, that's not LA and they don't do it like that or whatnot and that's not the right way. That's unprofessional and stuff like that. Bro, I done seen some of the craziest stuff being done out here and it's like just do what you gonna do. Just do
Right.
your thing. If you ain't got the money, work with what you got. The old George Carver Washington, work with what you got till you get it. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. And that stuff back. If you writing movies, continue to write movies. Just keep writing them. Keep writing them. Like don't let nothing stop you. Keep whatever you're trying to do in this movie field. Just just stay focused on that. Somebody gonna see you. Somebody is not gonna go unrecognized. I done seen too many things like that. I done seen too many situations like that. It's not gonna go unrecognized.
Absolutely. Let's take a break and we'll be right back with Michael Sterling.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. For a limited time, get $16,000 off all in-stock Cadillac 2019 XT5 crossovers and $19,000 off all in-stock 2019 CT6 sedans. Or experience the first ever 2020 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, only $519 with $1 down for 39 months lease. Or purchase and receive 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. Drive the new 2020 Cadillac XT4, only $399 a month, or the new 2020 XT5, only $429 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase the XT4 or XT5 and enjoy 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, we are back with Michael Sterling, my friend. We were just talking about Harvey and just telling people never give up. What they need to do is continue to keep writing and keep doing what they're doing.
Oh yeah, continue, man. Don't stop. Do not stop.
Absolutely. What's been some of your challenges in filmmaking? Some of the challenges.
One of the biggest challenges was people telling me I couldn't do that in Texas, in Austin, Dallas, San Antonio, that I had to go to LA. But they never had no facts of why. They just know that movies are made in California and New York, and that's where you got to go. I mean, eventually you will end up going out there to do bigger projects. I mean, that is the goal, but at the same time, bring your goal back home and help push other people that was in that same situation you was in. So that is one of my ultimate goals. So I do keep up with a lot of the directors in Texas and even other places that I try to help, because when I jumped into it, I didn't have no help, because it was like, it wasn't really a lot of people doing movies. I really didn't have nobody I can run to. So I ended up having to get out there and experience a lot of stuff on my own. I did a lot of reading, of course, YouTube University. I was doing a lot of research.
Yeah.
And a lot of research. But I'm telling you, from being out here, it was for me to come out here. Because when I started getting on these bigger sets and stuff like that, like I say, when people talking about incentives and stuff like that, if you don't have the money and you don't have those kind of budgets, bro, don't do that. It's going to be a headache. Because I done been on sets where the food budget is more than the budget on some of the films being shot in Texas.
Right.
I'm talking about, you walk on a set and anything you can eat damn near, any kind of tea you want to make, breakfast and everything. You know what I'm saying? When you get to looking at that type stuff and all the gas that's used to power these 18-wheelers, to pump power and lights and all kind of stuff. Dude, when you grip people getting paid $600 and up a day, stuff like that, when it's that kind of money floating around, don't worry about knowing. Just do your do your movie, man.
Yes.
Look, if you only got a DSLR, work with that DSLR until you get where you got to go. It's just like a car, man. When you get your first car, unless you're fortunate, you don't just jump into no Benz. You probably finna have a little bucket, but you need that because you need to learn how to take care of a car and everything else. So it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want it, you gonna come up.
Right. What's needed to produce a great film or a great project, either in Houston or LA? What's really needed?
Well, it all starts with a script.
Mm-hmm.
Then from the script, it starts with a good casting director. Don't just put your homeboys and stuff in, like really put professional people in it. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from that. It just really just putting together a good crew, but it starts with that script. Take your time with that script. Let other people read that script.
Right.
It's okay to let friends read it, but let other people, professional people, read that script, because that script is your blueprint, and it'll be things in that script that you wrote in there, but you don't realize it's gonna be it's gonna be a little stumbling block
Right.
when you try to shoot it because you didn't realize you didn't budget right when you was shooting it, or I mean when you was writing it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let people read that script. Just make sure that script makes sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
people be getting, they'll write a long story, but they don't understand act one, act two, act three. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Boy gets dog, boy lose dog, boy get dog back. You know what I'm saying? It might just be boy get a dog. That's it, and it's just a long story, and
Right.
people
Right.
like,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and so
Mm-hmm.
don't get me wrong. I can point the finger at myself on a lot of that too, but that's what me learning. So like, a lot of the screenplays and stuff that I write now, I let other people look over it and get some other opinions. You know, now you get too many people looking over it, and you got to watch who you have look over your scripts too. So that's another thing, because some people they'll say that it sounds a certain way and is looking a certain way to them just so they can try to get you to convince you to scrap your script and they write your script.
Right.
So you
Yeah.
got to
Steal
watch
your
for
script.
all.
Yeah. 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 They'll steal your
You
script.
got
You're
to,
right.
yeah,
You're
steal it
definitely
or
right.
try to rewrite it for you just so, and your script could have been good. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to look out for all that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I don't mind working with people that's close to me. Sometimes that's cool, but you got to watch that too. So when it come down to putting a good production together, pay attention to what it takes to put a good production together.
Mm-hmm.
Do the background work on some of the people you hire. Check their IMDb credit. Uh, some people are just they might get a DP. Yeah, I'm gonna get this DP because he's good, but is he good at what you want him for? Because like you doing a comedy movie that's bright, lit up, but he's known for doing horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
So is he gonna capture everything the way it's in a comedy way, or your film gonna turn into a horror film? So you got to look at that,
Right.
So you got to look at that. You got to put yourself around the players that play the game you play.
The good part about it is that, and you, period, like I said, you help a lot of people. Music is a business. I mean, not music, but movies are a business. And the business
Yeah,
part of it is really big. A lot of people lose a lot of money in the business part because they're not represented.
yeah. And another thing, you're not guaranteed to get your money back.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you not get so if you don't have that part together, you're gonna really be pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
You might not jump off for like your second, third film. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I done really worked on a lot of films. Some of them I got credit for, some of them I didn't. Like I say, once we finish, I'm about to help some people do some stuff, and it's like I just gotta just stay moving
Right.
with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot, man. Like I say, it's a business. Understand it.
Yeah.
Uh,
And a lot of people collaborate and as well barter. You know, I was just talking to another young lady. They do the barter system and they help each other. One girl was doing the makeup, somebody else is doing the hair, somebody else is, and they're just doing it for the credits because the young lady, the actual director, the one that she doesn't have a huge budget.
yeah, we do a lot of that out here. They
Yeah.
do a whole lot of that out here.
Mm-hmm.
So like I say, I'm helping someone right now.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because I'm helping someone right now because I got a project that I'm gonna be working on actually Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Starting my documentary, and that person is gonna be helping me. So we kind of scratch each other back.
Right.
So yeah, bartering is always good.
Right, right, right. And then I also noticed a young lady called me about crowdfunding. She do a lot of, as far as trying to get money, a budget together. She just didn't have it, but she did some crowdfunding, and she said there's other ways to do it.
I think crowdfunding is good. I never done it, but I seen it work for people.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'd never be the one to say what will work and what won't work. But
Right.
I most definitely believe if you feel like crowdfunding will work for you, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You've had a lot of A-list actors and actresses in your movies.
You say I didn't hear you.
I said you've had a lot of A-list actors and actresses in your movies.
Yeah, that's really just building relations, being out here, networking. That's another big thing.
Yes.
Networking. You gotta network out here. Is one person told me about that when I came to LA. Another filmmaker from Houston, Greg Carter. He was like, bro, try to make sure you network with at least 10 people a day in this film industry. He
Mm-hmm.
say those numbers add up quick. He ain't lying. That was some good advice he gave me uh, when I got out here. So, cause I used to come back and forth doing like videos for people, but it was like turnaround jobs. I come out here, I shoot a video for somebody, and I leave. But like actually planting my foot out here at some of these uh, big locations and not some of these big studios, the big ones, you see some things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You see,
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Greg Carter. He came on too with Fifth Ward series.
yeah, man. Most definitely shout out to Greg. We actually met in Beverly Hills and had lunch somewhere in Beverly Hills and had lunch, man. And he was just running a lot of stuff to me, man. And most definitely, you know what I'm saying. He saluted me for even just coming out here. So I need to call Greg.
So funny. That is
I
too
need to
funny.
call Greg.
You
I
have a
need to
lot
call
going
Greg.
on right now. COVID-19 hit and hit an industry.
Man, I'm gonna say this. Don't TV land don't take it the wrong way. I'm gonna say COVID was. I'm gonna say the good thing came out of COVID was I feel like the world needed a rest.
Mm-hmm.
It needed to reset. The good thing about situations like this is always the birth and the seed. It's always the seed to birth something new.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm like, how the hell I come to LA? It been out here all these years. They what the first studio opened up in what 19, 17, 18. I think Paramount is the first studio. How the hell they been shooting movies out here all these years? All these then I get out here, COVID everything shut down. And
Uh-huh.
I was like, man, they playing, man, ain't nothing finna get shut down. Shh, man, I think I was on set. They was like, man, this is the last day. What? Man, they moving stuff around and all the executives. I'm like, what? Nah, bro. Shoot, I look at the news next day, man, everything shut down.
Wow.
People in long lines and stuff. I'm like, for real? I never thought I would see the movie industry shut down the way it did.
Yes.
And see, the thing is, they shoot everywhere out here. Like you'll be walking to 7-Eleven or something and see all these white grip trucks and little signs saying crew park over here and stuff like that. So it's like they shoot everywhere. And to see it shut down, because like how we make our money off of oil and working in factories and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, they make their money off of films and stuff like that. So the industry is big with it. So when you see all this stuff shut down and these streets not blocked off and you pass by Universal and all that and it's a ghost town, you like, oh shit, it's real. So I gotta come up with something. And so I have been creative during this pandemic because now it's easy to get people on the phone because at first you had to go through all these agents and
Right.
everything and
Right.
people are I got people picking up the phone on the first ring.
They said they're waiting. Too funny.
they as soon as I call, I'm really ready to leave a message. As soon as I call, hello, they they answering the phone. What you got? Oh yeah, man, I'm finna start on this document. Yeah, just let me know when you're ready. Yeah. Go into a whole conversation. Don't have to talk to no agent. So I'm
Wow.
like, okay, I'm finna take advantage of this.
Wow. You're a part owner of a brand new liquor company. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about your liquor. It's a peach tea infused rum. That looks like it's
Yes.
gone.
Yes. So, well, this would happen when you take bottles on set. I'm telling you, bro. People be thinking Hollywood is a certain way and Hollywood is a certain way.
It
You
is.
know what I'm saying? So, yeah. yeah, you sometimes you just think things are so professional until you walk by a trailer and see some stuff you wasn't supposed to see.
Well, let's talk about it. Your brand new liquor.
Yeah. So this peach tea rum, I'm one of the owners. Me, Michael, and you got Broderick and Marquise. Broderick was the one who actually came up with it, and then he ran the idea by us and pulled us in. Then we all collectively came up with ideas all the way down to the tag and the label and the style of the bottle. Because at first we was gonna do a vodka, and we was like, nah, let's do a peach tea rum. Because you got a lot of rums, but let's do a peach tea rum. Never heard of that. So that's really our own niche market. Um, not a lot of black rum owned companies, and there's not a lot of. I want to say it's about 100. Uh, I think it's about right at about 80 to 100 spirits, black owned spirits and whatnot, compared to 1,000 other
Right.
different races.
Absolutely.
So I feel like we damn sure in a race we can win.
Right.
Things are looking good. It tastes good. Women
Apparently.
in TV land, if you like making cakes, you can make your holiday rum cake with this.
Yes.
We actually made some barbecue sauces because my mind is like a movie. So I got somebody that's writing a series called Legendary. It's about a group of guys who come up with their own alcohol, but they in competition with all these other people. It's not a reality show. It's actually a series like a Empire or a what's the one with 50 Cent? It's like an Empire or a Power or something.
Yeah.
Showing us in another light. Especially dealing with alcohol, because the stuff we was going through, man, it took forever to get these licenses. So the stuff we was going through, and then just the stuff we got planned, and of course I'm from the movie world, so you're gonna see Legendary pop up in a lot of people movies that you probably when it comes to that part, when it comes to branding and marketing, I'm a beast anyway. So it's one fact.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, my friend. I'm telling you, I love the fact that you diversify. You diversify what you do. And you collaborate with a lot of people.
Yeah, man, that's what it's gonna take so when you talk about the film industry in Houston, that's what it's gonna take.
Right.
Some people, and nothing is wrong with that, but some people like, man, I wanna be the first Tyler Perry to come out. Man, look, just be the first to do what you gonna do, and whatever is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to strip you from those dreams, but people gonna tell them that, because that's not a place that's known for just filming a lot of movies. So once you do your screening and everybody dress up in their little suits and hit the red carpet, people put you to the side, bro. You the next Tyler Perry, man. I done heard that so many times, but there's more to it, man. Like, you gotta keep mashing, And so my thing is, if we all come together, because if we all come together and get on, and if we all come together and come to the table before somebody just really just blow, we got a chance of really creating our own market with this.
Right.
But if we don't, and somebody blow, and they got all the money, money can just change things.
Right.
But one person blow, hey man, look, here goes some dollars towards your movie. Here goes some dollars towards your movie. And then when people start seeing, like, dang, all these movies being filmed out here in Texas, we need to start going out there. That's where it's at. That's what happened with Atlanta. They start putting out so many productions, and people like, man, Atlanta is where it's at. Texas, the same thing. We can do the same thing with Houston, Dallas, Austin. Just keep filming, putting those movies out, keep putting these A-list, B-list actors in the movies along with our actors, so they can see that we're competitive with those actors and actresses, and that's how we're gonna blow.
Absolutely, I agree with that. I like exactly what you said, because that really helps us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That information that you just gave is pivotal to Houston's entertainment and what we need to do.
Right.
just start where we are. Just kind of, got to start
Yeah.
where you are.
Yeah, because there was really we can make it what we want because there was really no foundation. Like who can you run to and be like, man, this is the person. Like I say, Paramount and Sony and Columbia. Yeah, I think it was Paramount first, then Columbia, then Warner Brothers or something like that. Those theaters been out here damn near 100 years. So it's like, I mean, those production companies been out here like 100 years damn near close. So
Yeah.
everything it really built the city. Everything really kind of built around it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So let's do
Yeah.
this. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. Drive the new 2020 Cadillac XT4, only $399 a month, or the new 2020 XT5, only $429 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase the XT4 or XT5 and enjoy 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. For a limited time, get $16,000 off all in-stock Cadillac 2019 XT5 crossovers and $19,000 off all in-stock 2019 CT6 sedans. Or experience the first ever 2020 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, only $519 with $1 down for 39 months lease. Or purchase and receive 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, thank you so much. We're back with Michael Sterling, and he was giving us great information about the movie industry. Let's go with you, buddy. What else we got for movie industry?
Oh, we have a lot. What else you want to know?
A lot of people think you're here in Houston. You're in Los Angeles right now, and you've been there for a minute.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, I've been fixing some things with Harvey.
Right.
I'm trying to get it all the way right, like I want to. I got some good news about that movie, and I'll probably be sharing that probably sometime late next month.
Okay.
So my main thing, so I do have a lot of projects that I have been working on even out here, but I'm waiting on Harvey to be all the way done like I want to before I start talking about the other stuff. Reason being is because that was the last thing people kind of remember. They're gonna be like, man, well, what happened to Harvey? So
right.
I don't want, so I don't want to just throw too much out there.
Okay.
But I will say I'm getting ready to work on the documentary starting this Sunday.
Okay.
It's
Sounds good. And that and Harvey was September 2019, right? Like the end of it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I believe so. Yeah. Man, my dates are so messed up right now.
Especially with COVID. You know, COVID has just stopped the world. You know, COVID is really just,
it did.
Yeah.
It did. But the good thing the good thing about COVID is a lot of people that got productions.
Yes.
Now this is the best time for them to put their production out because it's a lack of content right now.
Right.
So that'll be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully people, like I say, hopefully people was taking this time to like get their thoughts together, come up with some good with some good material and stuff like that, because you gotta really, really be creative, because we about 6-7 months into this.
Yes.
So your thought process is gonna be different when it come to writing. Like even if you're a rapper or something, I don't think you're gonna be rapping about too much flashing and doing all that stuff right now, because don't nobody really want to hear that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, at the same time, I don't really know how it is in Texas right now. I hear things are still kind of open, but out here, no.
California shut
No.
down, huh?
Man, look, Hollywood Boulevard look like a ghost town.
Wow. People
Like,
not even shopping.
let's just say,
No shopping.
not really, man. Like, not like how I see Houston, how I see Texas being opened up now.
Right.
For real, like it's pretty much shut down still. I don't know when they gonna open stuff back up. Like even the productions, is so much stuff you gotta. It's so many. Like some people. All right, so I know a couple people that's on some TV series, like some big networks. They damn near they gotta take a COVID test damn near every day.
Wow.
Like when they be riding in their carts and stuff, when they take them from one sound stage to another, usually it'd be like about 4 or 5 of them on the cart. It only be one of them with like a shower curtain looking thing dividing them. I was like, and then they might have on a shield over that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like a welder kind of shield or something like
Right.
that. All that. And so they got to be super careful, because if one person gets sick, that's the wrap. They whole production shut down damn near probably for the year. Yeah.
Exactly.
So some of them they doing like this bubble type thing with them, and some of them they allow them to be home, but they keep checking on them like probation officers. It's crazy.
It's crazy. I'm telling you, because COVID is going to be here for a while. It doesn't look like that it's going away anytime soon.
I really believe that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
way of life.
I'm thinking, yeah. It's kind of sad, but I'm thinking once winter time hit and people start getting sick, a lot of people gonna go into panic attacks and stuff, because you're gonna think that you got it. Like you might only have a flu or something like that. So yeah.
Yeah. The other thing too is that with everything that you're doing with your liquor, movies, and everything else, what would you like to leave with viewers that are really wanting to come from local and then go mainstream into movies? You know, actors, actresses, filmmakers, directors, producers, and everything. What advice would you give them, steps of what they should do? We've given some, but over a period of time, some things that you didn't, that maybe you had missed.
I feel like if you're a writer, continue to write, learning the formats. If you got to take some writing courses, do it. Do research on some of your favorite writers. Try to get in touch with them. See if you can get into some writers' rooms. Really try to get around the people that's doing the same thing you're doing. If you're an actor or an actress, and you feel like you want to go to Hollywood or Atlanta, start reaching out to your friends, start making connects with the ones that's on some of these sets and stuff like that, and see what it's gonna take to get you on there. But most importantly, make sure you're ready, because I seen a lot of that. I want to go, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then they'll hype themselves up, and then when the time hit, they got excuses. Out here, it ain't no excuses. It'll be somebody sitting right next to you with the same thing you got on, and as soon as you come with that excuse, all right, that person right there is in your spot. That's it. You back to the end of the line. If you're a director, same thing. Study your craft. Don't really too much worry about if you behind or what, because this is COVID. Everybody behind right now. You actually
right.
But just study your stuff, man. And you gotta figure out, like, what is it you trying to be? Are you really trying to be an actor or a director, or do you want to be this Hollywood red carpet person or whatever. Or you want to be this famous person, whatever. Because if you listen to a lot of people, if you listen to it, it'll come out. You be like, all right, they just want to be famous. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you want. But if you just really listen to it, the ones that want to be directors and stuff like that, or do you really want to be a director, or you just like how it sounds? Do you understand it? Do you know the job, or do you just like how that sounds? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Do you want to be the guy feel like you running the set? Because shit, producers can come in and fire the director. So, so it's like, what do you really want? Like, what is your vision for this? Do you, like I say,
Right.
do you want to be famous? A lot of people just want to be famous.
I'm glad you're bringing that out because, like you said, a lot of they think the first thing that they do, they have to leave Houston and go, like you said, to LA, Atlanta, New York, Chicago, wherever, and not here in Houston. But what I'm hearing you say is, hey, you can do it right here. Same thing, especially during COVID.
You a perfect example of that. This is why I said I'm looking at your show. It looked, I mean, I wouldn't have known that you wasn't from Texas or nothing if you wouldn't have said it. Your show looked competitive just like everything else, and you making it happen. Like all the shows that you see right now are being done by way of phone, same way. It looked like your crew know what they doing just from even setting up. Hey, adjust this, adjust that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Getting it right. And I apologize to y'all for that because I'm trying to work with y'all, but hopefully we got it right. But so your show is already successful. You
Wow.
can tell you love doing this, and you can just look at the flyers, you can look at the promotion, like it's on point. So I would tell you and your crew, man, great job, continue doing what y'all doing. But this is a perfect example. You don't necessarily just have to leave.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can make things happen where you at. Sometimes you can bring people where you at. Look at Vegas.
Yes.
Vegas, that was a desert. We go to that desert to have fun and do whatever.
Yes.
So you
You're
can
right.
you can make something happen where you at,
You
you
can.
know.
You
So
can. And that's why I wanted to talk to you. I wanted people to know someone from Houston going to LA, but also doing a lot here in Houston, that you've done a lot here, especially Harvey.
yeah, yeah. I worked on a lot of I'm out here in LA, so we pushing it in LA, getting it placed in a few things. So you're gonna see it pop up on a few people films out here. Don't be
Right.
surprised. Um, might pop up on your show. Well, it just popped up on
It
your
just
show.
popped up on my show. There you go.
Place. Just like that. You gotta push your brand, and that's
You
the same with
gotta.
anything. So if
Yeah.
you're a writer, push your brand. If you're an actress, push your brand. You should be acting all the time.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah, so we got two locations in Houston. We're working on some more locations. We are going to sponsor a few things. We will be doing give backs. I know we got some stuff set up for November Thanksgiving because we want to continue to put stuff back into the community. Got to do that. So
Absolutely. I thank you, Mr. Michael Sterling. They were saying, bring Hollywood to Houston. There you go, Hollywood to Houston.
some things, don't bring all the Hollywood stuff to Houston. Trust me. Some things.
Just some things.
Some things.
Them things.
Yeah. I would say let's bring filming to Houston.
There you go.
Let's
Filming to
bring,
Houston.
yeah, let's bring filming to Texas. You trust me. You don't want some of this savor.
Not
You
everything.
don't want nobody acting. Yeah, no.
Thank you so much, my friend, for everything, and thank you for being a friend always. I thank you for everything.
For sure,
God
man.
bless
Hit me
you.
anytime.
Yeah, God bless you and God keep you. Take care, buddy.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye. Hey, on tomorrow, Althea Renee, we will have her. She is a solo jazz flutist. See you then, 12:30, 1:30 Central Standard Time. Bye.
The Cam Hill Show. If you'd like to advertise your business or become a sponsor, contact the Cam Hill Show at gmail.com.